Welcome back to Content Classroom. It's been a while since we've had a guest episode. This episode today is particularly important for everyone out there who's already creating content, who's already getting your posts out there, and you're still wondering why you're not seeing business come back from all of that. Here's a newsflash. Content is only one half of what you need to be doing. If you post and ghost, or you're not creating conversations in the comments, then you're missing one of the most important parts of being active on social media, and especially on LinkedIn. Today's special guest is Heidi Medina, a good friend of mine who I met, guess what? Talking about poor outreach in messaging. We are part of the same mastermind community that she created, the collaborative. Her ability to transform what I do naturally in my head into a framework, into learning points for everyone is amazing. Watch this episode. Let us know what you think. I'd love to get your feedback on this. And if you want to find out more, Heidi's details are in the newsletter attached.
Great post. Fire emoji, rocket ship emoji, send. Hey, that's one down, 9 to go. Meanwhile, Paul Banks just had a real conversation in the comments and booked a call with a potential client. Hey, at least you checked off your commenting to-do list, right? Here's what actually happening when you're playing the engagement game. You're treating people like they're part of your visibility machine instead of actual human beings. I mean, think about it. If someone walked up to you in a coffee shop and said something thoughtful, would you just go, great insights, and walk away? Of course not. That would be weird as hell, right? But that's exactly what you're doing every day online. What if you treated every comment like you were talking to an actual person, not just commenting? Just one thoughtful comment a day would be 365 conversations over a year. That's 365 chances to connect with someone who might become a client, a collaborator, a referral source, and hell, even a friend. Now, I'm not advocating that you got to be on daily, but you get my point. And most people, they're too busy chasing the algorithms, and it's because you've been programmed to do that. But you're not realizing that it's a real human being on the other side of that screen, like me and you right now. This is why I'm so generous with my comments. It's not because some guru told me to engage for visibility. I mean, I did play that game back in the day, but I got smart on that. And it's because I know conversations work. Over 35 years in business, conversations is how I've always sealed the deal. And it's also because I genuinely want to help people. Someone asks for advice, I give it. When they're stuck, I share what worked for me. When they need support, I show up. That's how I want everybody to show up for me. Am I strategic about how I spend my time? Heck yeah. I'm not commenting on cat videos. But when I'm in a conversation that matters, I show up fully. I'm there until the conversation ends. And here's the thing. This isn't just my visibility strategy. It's how I build relationships, trust, and credibility. And relationships are what builds businesses, not algorithms. Now, if you want to make your comments actually work, here's how I create conversations and the comments that actually get replies and convert. VALUE, value. Validate what they're feeling. Add something useful. Link to relevant experience or wisdom. Understand their real challenges. Engage them in actual conversation. Ask questions. Be curious. For example, if you saw a post where somebody said, I'm struggling to price my services. I feel like I'm either too expensive or I'm undervaluing myself. And even at the low rates, no one is buying. Now, the typical responses I see to this in the comments are always, oh, price is hard, you'll get it, muscle emoji. And then the other one is, let's book a call, I can help. Hey, that first one is just noisy cheerleading to billfold the algorithms again. Second one, it's a pinch. Why would anyone book a call with you at this point? They don't know you, they don't trust you. But now listen to how I would create this comment. I get this completely. Pricing totally always brings up the brain monkeys. And what shifted for me was realizing I was pricing my time instead of the transformation I delivered. And then seeing Dan Kennedy's quote, people don't buy products, they buy better versions of themselves. Now that really sealed the deal for me. Start by looking at what your best client said made the biggest difference, the biggest transformation for them after working with you. And then start pricing from that point. And I'd love to hear what you and everyone here thinks about pricing your transformation versus your time. Let me know. See, that comment, it shows you understand their struggle. It gives them something actionable to work with. It demonstrates you know what you're talking about. You're a pro. It opens a real conversation. There's no pitching, no fake cheerleading, just one human helping another. So why don't you give it a try? Tomorrow, forget about hitting your comment quota and commenting 15 minutes before, 15 minutes after posting. Oh, that's just for the algorithms. Instead, find 3 posts from people you actually want to work with, your ideal clients, or people you want to learn from. And then write out something that really responds to the topic of their content. Be curious, ask questions, give help. Use the value framework I just gave you. Have the intention to start a conversation, not just comment. Stop showing up to check boxes. Start showing up to connect. Because if you're only here to feed the algorithm, you can't expect to build relationships with humans. Can you? Does that work for you? But what happens when you show up as a real person? You become someone worth knowing. So what's stopping you from having real conversations online right now? Tell me in the comments. Let's actually talk about it.